And welcome to this shortwave radio channel. And look what I, of course, took out of storage as I'm going through the storage boxes, and more videos coming up of different older radios, including the Seagrain CC Skyway. I haven't done really much videos with it. We're going to do some with that. So the famous ATS-25 that I have, I don't know, it has some special place in my heart. There's something unique about it that I just like. I don't know if it's just a display, and it works okay. I mean, it's decent. But what I would have to say to anybody that wants to buy one, I'm starting to see a lot of people that get a defective unit. Either it doesn't work, or the tuning encoder's backwards, or it just doesn't work very well, skips. So there seems to be some glitches on some of the models. So be careful where you buy it, and make sure that it isn't too complicated to return it or exchange it if something happens. I guess I'm lucky. I've got one that works great, and I've been really happy with it. Once again, on telescopic, that display here, especially when you just start touching or moving around, some frequency ranges have and suffer from internal noise that get into the radio. But overall, I mean, I'm happy with this thing, and just find it kind of a novelty item, but I would not recommend this as a first radio or as a general radio for anybody except anyone that is just curious and like to have odd things. Okay, go for it, but you're better off buying other types of radios, or a Texan, and this thing isn't cheap for what it is either. So that's another reason why you might want to you know buy something else, basically. So this is WWV coming in. Actually, we hear the tones of kind of a mixing of WWV and WWVH. So, but honestly, I do love it, and I know that a lot of you that actually purchased this also love it. So it's a shame to note that a lot of the units coming out are defective or have weird problems, because it would be, maybe recommendable. The other thing about it is a lot of people are asking for the presets. No, you cannot put anything in memory with the firmware that's in here originally. Now, there are different firmwares available for it, by the way. There's been quite a few different firmwares that have been released. So if you are game, you can actually try and update it yourself, but it's not for the faint of heart. And if you buy it, you might actually have a different firmware. So the screen and what's displayed and how it's displayed might actually be different. I've even seen one firmware that has a small waterfall. So it's very interesting, because this is kind of an SDR DSP. It's computer based. So depending on the software you put on this, the controls can change. You can do a lot of different things with this. You can even put some memory and have audio capture, and there would be endless possibilities with something like this. So this is kind of cool. And this is, one of the examples of the technology. Once you use a little computer, which in this case I believe is an Arduino, and you use the Silicon Integrated's 4735-36 chip, you can do some amazing things, actually. So yeah, kind of happy with it, and I'm glad that I have one that works well and actually has no problems, really. Doesn't freeze. It's really, really stable in my end here. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and of course more videos coming up of tuning around with this ATS-25 DSP receiver.